spoiler alert, if you have not seen the movie, go watch the movie before watching this review. Come on, man. All right, so Dragon Ball Superhero. I gotta do a review on it because I'm a Dragon Ball kid, man. Watching this movie, I had a nostalgia overload, and I am just, look, man, this movie was great. Was it the greatest I've ever seen? No, but it was great, and it did what it needed to do. Starting with the fact that it had a very old school Dragon Ball setup, which is like, it's not all that serious or whatever, and it's fun. It's kind of like a young kid stopping an army is funny. There's puns and all these other things that work in a very Dragon Ball setup that was so very different from Dragon Ball Z, and seeing them go back to it was just genius. The Pan and Piccolo relationship mirroring the Piccolo and Gohan relationship is also a very, very nice touch. It's heartwarming. It brings all the feels of all of those feelings that you had when Piccolo was training Gohan. Nostalgia! They took a lot of time to lay out this plot for new fans and old fans, and I appreciated that. The plot is basically the return of the Red Ribbon Army. It's explaining what happened with Dr. Gero, the whole Cell saga, the Dragon Ball saga that led up to this, and the fact that the Red Ribbon Army was a huge part of Dragon Ball. They took the time to explain to you at every point and give flashbacks that made sense, didn't feel forced, that gave you a look into the series. So anybody who hasn't watched Dragon Ball Z can go see this movie and be right along with the fun. Gamma 1, Gamma 2, Dr. Hito, the grandson of Dr. Gero, all these new additions were amazing. They were really, really hype. I like their character designs. They looked like superheroes or space superheroes. Magenta was probably the only thing that I thought was just okay, but you know, he filled his purpose for the most part in terms of the fact that any leader of the Red Ribbon Army we don't really think that much about. Outside of him, Carmine was amazing. The fact that he has a YouTube channel and the way he shows all of his footage to Magenta and trying to explain all of these different things was freaking dope. I found that humor to be great. With those initial thoughts out of the way, let's get into the pros of the movie and why you need to be going and watching it. First pro is they take great care in weaving the old into the new, as they are setting a new standard with making these canon movies, which means that everything that happens in the movie is now playing a role in the greater Dragon Ball universe. They took a lot of time making sure that they wove the webs that allowed us to see a lot of character development for characters that we have not seen for a very, very, very long time. The 3D style was not as bad as it originally seemed to most of us. Technically me, I was not a fan. It wasn't as beautiful as the 2D fighting that you see in Broly, but it did its job. The Easter eggs were plentiful. Piccolo failing his driving test. Gohan's original transformation sequence that let him get into Super Saiyan 2 was also used here. Failed fusion dances. I mean, come on, Fat Gotenks, man. The reasoning behind Goku and Vegeta not being on Earth, chef's kiss. Fan service was minimal. Piccolo being Papa Piccolo again, best black dad in anime. Broly being further added to the series in terms of the fact that he's learning, becoming a better fighter. Bruh, they're just building up everything and everybody so that way when the time comes, please use these characters well. You've set us up for something great. Finish it. The formal introduction of teenage Goten and Trunks. The jokes were abundant. The fact that Bulma is using the Dragon Balls for minor cosmetic surgery is hilarious. She literally asked the dragon to lift her butt to college form. And then she had the nerve to ask Shenron to give her 2 centimeters more on her eyelashes. And she's continuously doing this. Beerus having a type in Chile is very hilarious. But those are the good things about the movie. What are some of the bad things that I want you to be aware of so that way you don't feel blindsided? I mean, I wasn't, but I don't want you to be. 1, there's not enough time in Beast Gohan form. I thought it was like maybe 2 or 3 minutes. It wasn't worth the squeeze. And we got way more of Orange Piccolo than we did of Beast Gohan, which again feels like you're kind of playing Gohan to the left. Like, yeah, we got to see him fight, but the fact is this is his new form that makes him the strongest of the Z fighters, apparently. So give us a little bit more. That would have been good. 2, my personal preference is that the 2D style would have been better for this, but I understand we're moving to a new era. That's the things that they want to do, whatever. But just so you know, Broly's a little bit better because of this. 3, why not use the Dragon Balls to bring Gamma 2 back? And last but not least, a good Gotenks fusion was teased that you did not show. So if you do not pay this off for me, Akira Toriyama, square up. But overall, that's it. It was a great movie. Do I think that it was better than Dragon Ball Super Broly? No, but I do think that it sets up a potential for a lot of great things going forward with the series. So many people getting character development and things that we're going to enjoy seeing for years to come if they execute these things properly. How can I complain about a movie that literally took my childhood and just nostalgia gave me everything that I wanted? Gohan is my favorite character by far of Dragon Ball Z. He's the one that most nerds attach to because he's the kid who doesn't want to fight, but when you do, oh man, we about to knock somebody out. And him finally getting a movie that fit him, that spoke to him, is something that I think is amazing. Just don't lose this momentum and don't leave us hanging. If I had to give this a rating, I would give it 4 Kirby's out of 5. There wasn't a whole lot that detracted the movie, but those things kind of kept it from being a classic Dragon Ball movie. What do you think about the movie? Have you seen it yet? What were your favorite moments? What are some things that you want to see when Dragon Ball Super continues whenever they bring it back? Let me know down in the comments. Also, let me know what you rated the movie. I would love to see what everybody else thinks about this thing that is so special and is a moment in time that I don't think I'm gonna forget anytime soon. And until next time, peace.